Yo, what's good? What's good? We in the building, top of the morning, top of the morning. Keep it 100 with OG Bazz. I'm here. Shout out to the whole 718 Second Take family. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole community. You know what I mean? We here. Um, damn, man. This is a good one. This is a good one. I just want to say, shout out to the whole Bar You to Death and the staff and everybody. Um, Shout out to the whole URL family. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell y'all why I feel like Bees is the GOAT, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell y'all why. Yo, shout out to Bees, you know what I mean? And shout out to Smack. You know what I mean? I got a tremendous amount of respect for Beasley, you know what I mean, and the way he go about things. Like people, you know what I mean, try to act like they penalizing him, for deals that for contracts that they sign. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the Beasley interview with Three Letter Man, and it was interesting. It was interesting. You know what I mean? Because I'm listening like Beasley always, you know what I mean, conduct business the right way, even when he explaining it. You know what I mean? People could be mad at him, but when he come out and explain it, you understanding it from his perspective. You know what I mean? And what he was saying about the pay-per-views and everything, you know what I mean, far as pay-per-views selling, that was a whole fact. You know what I mean? Pay-per-views is dying. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody like bootleg it now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I even thought about that, just not doing pay-per-views, and you just gotta show up. You know what I mean? It's one of those cards where you just gotta show up. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You won't hear about it unless you're there, or you know what I mean. When you get it on demand, you know what I mean, or when a battle drop, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I just say that too because like shout out to Smack, like Smack. People say, you know what I mean. Even though I don't want to be like them, but people would like compare me to like a baby Smack, like far as on. I'm raw with my shit, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like far as I'm, straight out the gate, I know that I see the talent, you know what I mean? I try to push the talent. You know what I mean? I see the talent, I try to push the talent. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not on the technical side, you know what I'm saying? And things like that, paperwork and everything, making sure everything is official, this and that. You know what I mean? This is where Beasley come in. But you gotta take you got to thank Smack as well because Smack found Beasley. You feel what I'm saying? Just like shout out to my partner Sean. They say the same thing. They would look at Sean as like the Beasley. You know what I'm saying? But it took me to find him and know his talent. You know what I mean? To make the company better. You know what I'm saying? And like Beasley is outspoken when it's time to be. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to be, you know what I mean? They let a lot of stuff fly. You know what I mean? Beasley showed up to my Harlem Nights 3. You know what I mean? When Tay Rock was there, right? So it wouldn't matter even if he came there to support, shout out to Tay Rock, to support Tay Rock, right? Um, which I love Tay Rock, you know what I'm saying? Like definitely the logo. But the point is he showed up. He watched, he seen the whole event, you know what I mean? After the event, you know what I'm saying? Like Beasley, I was across the street. You know what I'm saying? Across the street, getting the money together. You know what I'm saying? For those back end deposits and everything. And Beasley came over to me. Beasley came across the street, you know what I mean? And told me, yo, great event. You know what I mean? Great event. That meant a lot. That meant a hear me. You know what I mean? I got a call, but that meant a lot. coming from Beasley. You know what I mean? But he is definitely the GOAT. You know what I mean? Beasley is definitely the GOAT, man. The way, you know what I mean? Like he said, far as with artists, you know what I mean, overdoing themselves, like far as when he had them under contract and was keeping them not going everywhere and stuff like that. And oh, you know, rappers feel like, oh, they slave, they can't go here, go there. No, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when he was doing that, not saying slaving them, but you know what I mean? Like add all the technical things to it, you know what I mean? When you were seeing less of certain people, you know what I mean? They had gained more exposure. You know what I'm saying? When you're seeing a lot of these battlers that was signed to URL battle everywhere, like you said, the fans like, oh, he's battling everywhere. Oh, he's you know this. So now when they on the URL card, it's not as exciting because they battling Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know what I'm saying? They battling everybody everywhere. So when they get on the URL card, you know what I mean? They not even giving their best there. You know what I mean? And that's the league that's actually pushing them the most, giving them the best look. You understand what I'm saying? Like far as even with my peoples, I you know what I mean? Like, look, I want them to go other places and do their thing. I want them to go other places do their thing. I tell them. I got a lot of battlers that, you know what I mean? They battle a lot. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like we you know what I mean? We toughening up right now. You know what I mean? So it's like it doesn't. I don't care what people. Even though I want them to do good, but I don't care. They could do bad on all these other leagues. They come over here. You know what I mean? They got to give me their best. You know what I mean? That's battling a lot. You know what I mean? Then when they don't, it looks bad on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a lot of important people that shows up at events. You know what I mean? The knowledge is they got media there. You know what I'm saying? And Rexes and you know what I mean? Like different people that actually shows up all the time. You know what I mean? We also had Loaded Lux in the building. So it's like niggas can't be showing up any type of way. You know what I mean? So I don't blame, you know what I mean, Beasley for that because you know he was right. You know what I mean? When you look back at things when it was like that, however you call it, when they was holding them, you know what I mean, to a certain, you know what I mean, platforms. It's not like they don't tell Tay Rock, yo, you can't battle here, you can't battle there. Tay Rock is loyal. That's why Tay Rock will always be around. You know what I'm saying? Like loyalty is everything. You know what I mean? And Smack said it. That's what he go by. You know what I mean? That's the type of person I am. I go by loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a genuine dude. You know what I mean? Beasley is a genuine dude. Even though when I was going through problems with the SVU card, far as with getting canceled with the weather, I'm on the phone with Bees different times. You know what I mean? And he giving me advice and stuff like that. He didn't have to do that. You know, Bees didn't have to do that, but he did it. You know what I'm saying? He did it because of the love he got for the game and he wanted to see it happen. You know what I mean? He wanted to see it happen. You know what I mean? He didn't have no real ties and stuff like that. No, that man wanted to see it happen for me. And I respect that. You know what I mean? And I want all the best for him. And at the end of the day, Bees, you know what I mean? Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep doing what you doing, what you and Smack doing. You know what I mean? Because you actually help. You know what I mean? You actually help Smack be Smack without Smack happening to jump out the window all the time. You know what I mean? You help Smack be Smack. You know what I mean? Where he don't have to jump out the window all the time. You know what I mean? Because in a situation where you gotta speak, you'll do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, Smack don't care. Smack, like I said, he's roll with it. So he gonna give you that. You know what I mean? Everything gonna feel like raw. You know what I mean? Ghetto. You know what I mean? Like which, you know what I mean? Like, and Smack have learned to be professional throughout this URL full experience, but he's still Smack, and Beasley is still Beasley, and they wouldn't be URL without them too. Period. It couldn't, you know what I mean? It couldn't be this successful without either one of them. You know what I mean? And like I said, I just wanna, if y'all didn't see the Beasley and Three Letterman, shout out to Three Letterman. If y'all ain't see that interview, make sure y'all go over there and check that out because it's definitely, you know what I mean, a breath of fresh air to hear that because they right. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, shout out to all the leagues that's actually out there putting in the work and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But when you got somebody like Beasley on your side, you know what I mean? It's almost impossible to lose. That's how I feel. It's almost impossible to lose, man. Shout out to Beasley. Shout out to URL. And definitely looking forward to working with Bees. You know what I mean, in the near future. You know, just make sure y'all put in the comments as well what y'all feel. You know what I mean? Salute to the chat. Don't be a rat. Support the comments and be honest. You know what I mean? And put, if y'all understand what I'm saying, if you feel like Beasley is a GOAT, you know what I mean? Or whatever you feel. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you feel. Don't disrespect them in the comments. Keep it 100. All right? Keep it 100. And that's what we do over here. That's what we do over here. Salute to everybody. Hit the likes. Make sure y'all follow. My phone acting crazy right now and all that. Top of the morning. You heard? Appreciate everybody. Big ball you to death. Shout out to the URLTV. Looking forward to the volume.